I promised myself that I wasn't going to tell any McDonald's stories until after I was done working there, and I am, thank the Lord. So now it's time for some stories about that and getting flirted with, mostly by really weird people, and I didn't want it because there was only one person who flirted with me before I had a boyfriend. Afterward, it was all when I was with devils, and I still am with devils, and that stuff is awkward. So these are my experiences dealing with that. I first started working at McDonald's like over a year and a half ago. It was the summertime when I had first began, and that's when the first person had flirted with me. I hadn't even been working there that long, and there was like this adult guy. He looked, I don't know, 40 maximum. I have no idea how old he was, but all he wanted was a latte, and I have to ask the usual questions like whole or non-fat milk, and then if he wanted it hot or cold. And so when I asked him if he wanted his latte hot or cold, he responded, hot, like you. And I'd never had anyone try to pull stunts like that on me in terms of flirting. So I had no idea how to respond. I just sort of ended up smiling and laughing it off, like, haha, okay. And I made him his latte and he was gone, and I just hoped that I'd never see him again. I never expected to be flirted with in the workplace, especially with the McDonald's outfits. You don't exactly look your best like that. But unfortunately, there were more experiences, so I had to get kind of used to it. The next experience came from an African American guy that came through, and he had like this complicated weave, long hair, and I was not expecting this at all. I was working back drive-through, just taking his money, and I thought that he was just starting casual conversation like some of the people do while they're waiting for their change, like, hey, how's your day? But then he immediately launches into, my day's better now that I've met you. And it was the cheesiest thing I'd ever heard. It completely took me by surprise, and I feel like I probably just stared at him for a solid couple seconds. And then he goes, I bet your day's better now that you've met me. And he just sort of continued on like that, saying that our days were better now that we knew each other. And I was just like, no. And I just gave him his money and didn't really respond and watched him leave. So that was another sort of awkward experience that I didn't know how to handle. Back drive-thru appears to be the main place I get flirted with, because, again, some people coming through just taking their money from me, their change and all that, thought that, hey, what an opportune time to start flirting with this person that we don't even know. There was this guy in the front seat, and then he had a friend in the passenger side, and he goes, can I get your number? My friend over here wants it. And the dude in the passenger side is like ducking down and they're laughing, and I can't tell if this is supposed to be a joke. Probably, because, God, I don't think that anyone just flirts with me naturally. I am such a self-conscious person. I'm just like, no, they're not actually serious. And I just sort of handed back the change and I was like, I have a boyfriend, so... And the window just slowly closed and I was done and they eventually left. And yay, because I hate dealing with that stuff. I have no idea how I'm supposed to respond to any of that. I've also dealt with like some more casual flirtations, like people winking at me and stuff where I can't tell if they like mean anything by it or not because of the looks on their faces and suspicious smiles that some people have. I have no idea. There was even this guy who started to recognize the sound of my voice coming through drive-thru, and honestly, it kind of creeped me out. There were some customers that just seemed like they tried to form relationships that didn't need to be existent just because they come through to get food every day. I don't care. But yeah, I just had all these small incidents. I did have a girl once tell me that I was very pretty out of nowhere, and that one actually kind of made me happy, but I didn't really know how to respond either. I was just sort of like, oh, thank you. And that was just basically my McDonald's experience. A surprising amount of people wanted to talk to me when I looked like a scrub that wanted to end my own life. But yeah, those are my stories for today. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, be sure to comment. I really enjoy reading the comments. And subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.